Welcome back, everybody. We are back on Pearl Lake again. I am out here throwing around the urchin. A buddy of mine, when I was at his house last week, we're talking about these things, and he ordered these little teeny things, are 1.5 inch urchin, and I've been playing around with it a little bit today, and had fluorocarbon on it. Put some fluorocarbon on it because I figured maybe so with the clear water, well, that was a fail. I didn't get hardly any bites. Got a lot of lookers, no bites, or very few. Well, let's take that back. I caught one small bass, and I hooked another one and lost it. But I forgot where I was going. Anyway, yeah. So what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah. So the little urchin, I took the fluorocarbon off, and it started drifting the shoreline, and instantly just started hammering small bass and bluegill. One bluegill. Couple had quite a few bites from the bluegill, but they don't have a big enough yapper. But the small bass are killing it. I just landed probably 1.5 pounds a minute ago on this thing on the ultralight, and that is the Ark Gravity BF-Avid. It's an ultralight bait caster. It's a little breezy, so it's a little hard to cast it today, but I am using a 1/32 ounce jig head with that small 1.5 inch urchin. So it's been kind of fun. And now that I turn the camera on, I probably won't catch a darn thing, but we'll see. I'm just casting up shallow. Well, I did have something, I'm pretty sure it was a pike, eat one of my urchins earlier. Took it right off the line, jig head, everything gone. So I lost another of the big urchins, but I got some more coming. See, it's very difficult to cast in this wind with this super light jig head and stuff on here, but the wind's moving pretty good today. Oh, we just had a little bluegill biting. Oh yeah, he's still nibbling at it. He had it for a second, but he's just a little guy. Fishing, just throwing up next to wood, weeds, whatever. Just working the shoreline. Trying to fight the wind. I need to get a hold of a drift sock, I guess, with dinky bass. Like bassling's hitting it right now. I don't want it to go on that side of a log, but that's where it went. A little teeny 2-3 inch bass just cranking on it. Cranking like the wind's cranking on the kayak today. Ooh, we are ripping. A little dinky bass, just attacking it. I can seem to get a better cast when I backhand it than I do forehand casting it, so I've been backhanding it and throwing it up, something biting it, and throwing it upwind. Gets a pretty good belly in it, but it's what it is. I'm working my way around to this back part of the lake where I should be sheltered from the wind. I really want to throw this big urchin up next to that lily pads. That would be where a big one would be hanging. I've had a few bites on this. Like I said, I had a couple bass on and lost them. Something's biting it, but I think it's a small fried guy. But the wind's blowing us so fast, I have to go back up there and throw the small one up there. It's crazy. Damn it. bump board. The only way to get this kayak to turn fast is to throw the paddle in the water, or else you ain't turning fast. Especially at slow speeds. Ellie, hush. There ain't even nothing there. You're barking at a boat. I don't know. And we want a dog. This dog is nuts. Ellie, it is a boat you are barking at. My Lord. What is wrong with you? Crazy! Freaking Looney Tunes! There must be a antique air show or something this weekend at the Cherry Festival. Next week, I should say, because I've seen some old-timey jets come rolling in and some older planes that normally you don't see flying around. Nibbling on it. Probably just some dinky bluegill or something, I'm assuming. They're not eating it. Oh, got a little blow up. Got one. Another bass. Oh, and he hit it. Dang it. He had her for a second. That's what happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose them. That's the way it goes. Fishing. I lose quite a few. Sometimes, and sometimes you don't lose any. Go easy on that water. I need you choking again. You've done it 4 times already. You just take it easy and go back for more in a minute, sweetheart. Doesn't have the smoothest set of guides in it, that's for sure. Whew, man, this thing is light and it goes to the left. I do adjust my let-off point when I cast, but I have a hard time doing that, so I probably won't do that. We're getting a lot of north and northeast winds this year, and really changed the flight pattern in Traverse City there. The jets are flying way over top of where they normally don't fly. Might have to work my way back up there and refloat that bank down there where we just caught all them little. I just caught all those little ones. Oh, something bit. Must be a little gill. A little tug on the line. Little machine gun taps. Biting the crap out of it, but drifting so fast in the stinking wind. Man, we are hauling. We're doing 0.7 and gaining speed. A lot of dinky bluegill right there. Up to 8.87, 0.88. We'll be over 1 mile an hour here in a minute. We'll be crashing into this dock. Yeah, the early signs of the leaves are showing, so just the cranking. And no matter what you do, the ass end of the kayak always wants to pass the front end. Must be the wideness of it or something, I guess. I'm not really sure. But no matter what you do, your butt always goes past your face. And the kayak, and this one anyway, I don't know about anybody else's kayaks, but this one's notorious for that crap. Drives me nuts. But I don't know. Maybe it's just a kayak thing. Set up, I had a drift sock. I could stick it out and put it behind us, and it'd be good, but I don't. Yeah, I might have to run back up there and drift that shoreline again, because that was fun. Especially on the ultralight BFS with the super ultralight rod. I got rid of a tree. Tree or a weed, I was. catch no fish with a salad. Cast in there enough, I'll get rid of all of them. Them weeds. Plants. Unwanted plants. Something's biting it up there, but oh, we got some. Oh, we had something. Where I wanted that to go. I like a nice fish, but now put up your umbrella as soon as we get in this back cove, puppy. I know you're hot. I see you back there panting. If we did it now, we'd be blown across the lake in a half a second. Dang it, ain't nowhere near I wanted that to go. Here's that, really. I was scared to blow up the reel again. Something had it for a second there. Must be just a little bluegill. Bunch of dink taps. Something had it for a second. Got something. Oh, it was a bluegill. We lost them. Boy, the guides in this thing are terrible. tip top is just rough or something. A lot of times it won't let it just free fall. I haven't come across very many big bluegill yet today. I haven't gone. If I went the other way we were fished the other day, I'm sure we could have come across some ones that were there. But the ones I come across, I had the fluoro on and they wouldn't bite it, so. I don't know if it was that shoreline we were just fishing, catching them all them fish on was different than others or what, but there sure are some pretty houses on this lake. Ooh, bounced it off the dock, landed on top of the dock and right into the water. We've got a bunch of weeds around this prop shaft. That's not good. He'll eat the seals out and he'll be wondering why his bearings are all locked up. There's some little microfish just had this thing in its mouth trying to carry it away. Thought I had him on. There's a dinker. Just a little dinker. Lots of dinky fish over here, it seems like. They're pecking away at it, but they can't get it in their mouth. Oh, this wind is just pushing us on the shore. This ain't a good day to be kayak fishing. I guess any day's a good day to be kayak fishing. Well, maybe not any day. Let me rephrase that. As long as it's not windy, too windy and storming. Last time we were on this shoreline, we caught a whole bunch of fish. Now we can't catch nothing. Nothing but the wind. Like a sail. I can't even keep up to the line because it's just, I'm blowing so fast. I'm blowing faster sideways than I am pedaling forward. getting to be brutal. Let's just cruise along back here, try to get back to this back part of this lake. Hopefully we can get a little bit more sheltered from the wind. Hang on, folks, we'll be back. Alright, we're back, folks. Had a bite right here on this point. I should turn the camera back on. So, yep, he spit it pretty quick. Just fishing this wind-blown point. See if there's anything else on it besides that one. Felt pretty nice, the one we had on for a few seconds, but get around this corner here. I think we'll get some reprieve from the wind. I would like to hit that point over there too, but on the way out maybe. And there's a bass right down below us on the graph. I don't know if I gotta find a different hook or different jig head with a wider gap on the hook. I might have to bend this one out a little bit more too. Might not be giving them enough hook to get in their yappers. Might have to bend it up too much, but let's see if that works. Keep losing fish, then I don't know. I need to find a better. I thought I had some different VMC jig heads with a wider gap on them. I know I have some, I just don't know where they're at. I have not been able to locate them. I don't have them with them, they're not in the truck. I actually went back to the truck to find them, to see if they were in there, and they were not. Not. That's okay. I caught a lot of them on yesterday, so it's gotta get the hook tuned right or something. Get it to where, man, yeah, get it to where we're just gonna blow around in circles now. It's awesome. I love it. Getting a little overcast now. Maybe the bite will pick up. Been kind of slow, except for down that coastline where we drifted down and caught all them small ones, but catching weeds or if we're getting a bite. Definitely don't want to find another pike. Lose my jig head and my urchin. That would not make me happy. The theory of some of these fish out here is just insane. The pike can't help it. They just want to eat it too. can't blame them for that. It looks kind of yummy. I'd probably eat it myself. I don't know. If I was underwater, seeing that, I'd be like, ooh, what the hell is that? Is that a biscuit? Some kind of cookie? Let's get it. And I probably would if I was a fish. If I was a blackbird. Unless they had a nest up there. I heard little babies chirping. Mom, go get us some more food. What's wrong with you? Hurry up. Hoping we'd be a little more sheltered from the wind here, but doesn't appear we're gonna be too much. Excuse me. Mountain Dew gives me gas. Alright, let me put the little guy back on here. Or not back on, but get it back out and try this thing. Bit it. Oh, just some little dinky bluegill biting it. Dinkies. Like micros. They definitely can't get it in their mouth. They're trying to tear it up, but you're alright, Allie. I think that's Ken. I think that's the guy that owns the house where we built a deck at, or, yeah, redid the deck and added to it. He had a bunch of stonework done. That looks pretty good. Little ones are pegging on it, but I think it was a weed, or pulled me into a weed or something, because there was a couple like hammer thumps, and then it was a weed. Wow. 3D. Something bit it up with some lily pads and chucked it at us. A little bluegill up there, I think. You got something. Oh, little bass. Oh, what's a bluegill? Nice. Alright, here's the bluegill on the urchin. There you go, buddy. Little feller. Even them little ones can get a hold if they really want it. They just gotta be committed. That's all. Just chunk it right down. Right where I wanted it to go. Bluegill chasing it. Got him. Nice. Alrighty, that's a little bit better. And away he goes. Yo ho ho, and away he goes. I gotta learn how to cast this really light stuff. Come on, fishies. Dink bites, machine gun tabs. I'm getting hit by an Uzi. Pop, 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 pop. Crikey's Friday, we could knock them off the hook for the first part of the day, and today we're having a hard time just getting them to bite. It's supposed to show you what a couple days difference is. Little one up there nibbling. I think they just mostly pull on the jig itself, the plastic. Bombs away. Short bomb though. These things don't go very, very far. Especially with this ultralight stuff, this BFS. A lot of wind resistance on them urchins. Big one around a few times. See if my hook ratio changes on this. Hook up ratio changes if after I bend it a little more. So easy, urchin birchin. Oh, that's a bug. Sorry, bug. Thought it was a piece of a leaf of a weed or something. On my anchor rope, there's a little green damselfly or something. Looks like he just molted or something, because there's a shell. And the rest of them, he's down here on the rope. Crazy. I tied a heavier jig head back on, and it definitely sinks a whole lot faster. And it casts a whole lot farther. You can see the stonework on that place. Trying to show you guys the house, all that stonework that he had done. We got somebody in a little aluminum boat cutting us off up here. So we got a spot. We're getting there, whether you're gonna be there too or not in a minute. Whatever. I don't care. They don't know where they're going, because they're just doing a big old circle, stirring up the fish. They're making the lake rough. That's what they're doing. Adding a little wave activity to the lake. Oh, I had a bite, I think. Something pulled back for a second there. Oh, it was a weed. Tentacle caught on the hook point, so that might be why we were having such poor bite hookup ratio. They just pretty much just did a circle around the whole cove. I don't know what they're looking for, but evidently they didn't find it. Threw it out there. I always used to, when we were working on the deck, I'd see blow-ups, top water blow-ups out here in this area a lot during the middle of the day. Right back into the wind. Today out here. Okay. You're getting a good breeze. I see you're warm though. I can see you panting. Put up that umbrella, we'll be really scooting across this lake. That won't be fun at all. The hind end will always be in front of us. This is going to be on the ready. So I'm going to lock down the rest of these three. I'll make a couple of casts with this up towards shore here. If there's anything there wants to bite. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I know you want that umbrella up. I know it. Give me a minute to make a couple more casts here and I'll put the umbrella up for you, sweetie. That wind dies down, it is definitely hot. Alright, I hate to do it, but for the puppy dog's sake, put her umbrella up. I'll be right back, folks. Got her umbrella up, threw out there, and there's some dinky bluegill machine gun tapping. The wind is really going to take advantage of us now. I have the whopper plopper pulled out for now. Come on, get off of this stupid weed. Dummy, big dummy. They definitely have to eat the whole thing, pretty much, not just pick at one part of it, of these things. So your hookup ratio can be, iffy. Depends on how you hook it. There's something. Little bass, I think. Yep, little bass. Even, he came off right at the, oh man, I think I wrapped around that yellow rod about 10 times. Son of a bitch. Always something, man. Just can't go out and have a day without having some kind of crazy crap go on, like tangles and some kind of crazy tangle. Wow. I'm going the right way. And now we got a boat coming at us. I grab my old man glasses and see what the hell I'm doing. Heaven forbid you can't have your guys can't stay good forever, right? What in the world? Wow. What a PETA. Now this one's got the other one. Oh man. Wonderful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Now, what is going on with this? Nothing. Maybe we can fish now. Or maybe not. Alright. I just poke myself in both eyes with my glasses. Gotta love it. Now we're gonna have to clean out our prop because we're at all these lily pads that'll it's already jammed us up. So we gotta get out of this crap. Going 30 mile an hour backwards in the wind with the sail up. Oh, there's still a little more in there though. We'll get that out later. All right. Let's cast this plopper around a little bit. Yes, we get a big old top where it blew up. I doubt we will, but you never know. People say bass don't hit top water in the middle of the day, but I don't know about that either. Little hunk of pad. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the wind again, kicking my butt across the lake. Is it windy with you? Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Come on, fishies. I know you want to eat this plopper. You old whopper, plopper. Maybe not. Not today, guys. No, maybe. Please. Pretty please. Pretty please. Bite my plopper. right across a bunch of them red pads. I didn't see them. Did not see those until it was too damn late. Yep, just tapped it. Oh, it come apart there when I hit the water. Oh man, we are getting blown into a shit storm of micro lily pads, and we don't want that. I don't want to stop and clean my prop again. That sucks. Sometimes you gotta give your flopper a jump start. Once the torpedo at first, sometimes you gotta get your line up out of the water. I've only got it on the 6'6" rod, so it's kind of short, probably for plopping. Come on, get up there. Probably need a 7-foot or a 7'6" to throw this thing right and get the line out of the water. Incoming tuner schooner. Tuner. Can't get past the stringy, yeah, them pieces. Oh, we got one. We're in the weeds, but we had one. I don't know if he's still there or not. No, I don't think so. We are just hung in these guys. Well, we've been there for a minute, or for a second or two, because then he got me around all this stuff like they do. And that was it. It was all over but the crying. Well, not really crying, but I just tossed it right into that hole and let it start sinking, and it was, next thing I know, it was jumping. Bow, 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 bow. Whew, boy, that wind likes that umbrella, man. Oh, I just gobbled a bunch of crap on my prop again. God dang it. Son of a bitch. Felt like a pretty good fish that was inside that thing too. It's probably still in there, but I don't know if it'll bite again. You okay back there now, little puppy? I don't see her panting, so she must be doing better. Grass bass. Grass a Towski, the San Francisco treat. Oh, we had a bass on. He's got it again. Oh yeah, he's got it. Oh man, just ain't getting the hook. Dang it. Guess that's why some guys use treble hooks on these things, I suppose, but I ain't using no treble hook. Just need to find the right jig head to give me enough clearance between the bait, the ball of the bait, and the hook point. Really likes to grab a hold of these. Stupid thing. It mostly gets caught between the line and the tie on the jig head. Not even caught on the hook, so. Yeah. Been tying a frog, skimming across the pads. I think that was the bottom. There's a bite. Fish on, folks. Fish on. Oh my God, he spit it again. Man, I need a bit different jig head with more hook, more open gap. I don't know. That was a decent fish too. I don't open up that gap too much. Dang it. There was a thump, another thump. The line went slack and then it started taking off. I just put you in here. You stay in there, you stupid tag end. Not tag end, but it's the little tie deal. Nothing wants to cooperate today. Especially the wind. The other day we caught 15-20 bass on this thing the way it was, and then we kept losing them. I don't know. And now we can't get any to hook up and stay hooked up. Bummer. sassafras grass. That sucked. Another lost fish on the big urchin. I'm gonna cry. Whoa. It was just calm here a minute ago. Now it's no longer calm. Everything but a bunch of bluegill beds, old ones ain't cleaned out yet. Still got a lot of sediment in them, unless it's new sediment, I don't know. Oh, I want to cast over that way. It would have been in that little tree there. Oh, we had a bluegill attacking it. No, we seen the kayak and said, "Nope, I am out." We had one on, and we got into the weeds, and now we don't have a fish on. Ugh! Dang it! What in the world today? One of those days, I guess. It started last Friday. It started Friday. The second half. The first half of the day was good. The second half got crappy, where I couldn't get the fish to stay hooked up. Ain't nothing up shallow over here. Nothing. I just can't predict where this thing's gonna go. I can't. I try to let it go where I think I want it to go. There goes some little bass. That's way behind where they were at, that's for sure. Or way in front of where they were at, I should say. Little dinky bluegill chasing. They ain't eating it. bunch of little bass. Oh, and we got one. Yep, we do. There's a bigger bass chasing them. We can get this guy landed fast enough. Maybe we can get another one. Ow, 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 ow. Easy, sir. I will put you back. Where did them other bass go? There's another one coming. Oh, we didn't want that. Yeah, there's a couple of them up there. One of them got it. Oh, and he spit it too. The bigger one came at it and then just took off. Now these bigger one's going back the other way. Hello guys, spin me a little bit. Oh, we had something I think. Oh yeah, one's chasing up on it. And now he's taking off away from us. I think it was that bigger bass. See a couple of turtles on the log over there. Turtle, turtle. They are definitely turtley enough for the turtle club. They're turtles. There's a couple dinker bass. Might be able to get a hook or the bait to them, see if they'll bite it. Oh, that one comes racing at it. Nope, they just said, nope. You can keep your bait, I said, sir. Oh, there's that big one. There's another big one, even bigger one. Oh my word. What's going on there? You got a knot in the line? How did we get that? What in the world is going on? I don't understand how that hooked itself like that. It literally tied itself into a knot. Man. I'll be back, folks. Alrighty. We are back. Took a little snack break. Threw down the anchor. A couple little bass cruising around, but not super. Here's a nice bass right there. Hey, none of them seem to be super interested in this at the moment. I should have stopped that with my finger. I just watched it go. It's a beautiful day other than the wind huffing. It looks like it calmed down a little bit out there. These fish must be just cruising this edge through here or something. It's a kingfisher, it looked like, or some kind of little bird came down and got a dragonfly or something off the water. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was a kingfisher. Looked similar to one, but it didn't have the crowny thing on its head. God dang it. Ha ha. Dang nabbit. They can't put too much effort into this really light bait. Oh, fishy fishies, come bite my hook. Sorry about that. Well, if we find some more biting fish, we will turn the camera back on. Till then, stay cool, have a cold beverage, and hang out for a sec. I got the old Rapala DT4 crankbait back on. Just had a hit right at the boat. I mean, like right at the boat. And he didn't hook up. Decent fish, it looked like, so. Battery in the graph died. I don't feel like putting a different battery on because we're not really using it anyway, so it's not hurting nothing. That's in the I can't see the screen. Fire Tiger color. It's my favorite. It was probably my best crankbait I used on when I fished Lake St. Clair for smallmouth. They really like that color, the Fire Tiger. The bluegill pattern worked pretty good too, but the Fire Tiger, man, them bass just love that Fire Tiger. I think I made 2 casts and that one came up and hit it here a minute ago, but just a slow, steady retrieve is all I usually do. You can stop it and twitch it once in a while if you want, but I'm just a slow wind guy, and I just slow retrieve, and if it hits a weed or something, then I'll stop it, let it float back up a little bit so it don't snag up. It was cool because I watched that bass come right up and eat that bait. Still got the little urchin hanging out there though, and the big urchin's not too far. I forget where I put it back in the bag with the rest of them. I found a different jig head. It's a swim bait jig head, and I can't get it to go all the way onto the shank because it has that extra lead around the shank, and it's got a hook keeper and stuff, which is decent, but yeah, I can't get it to go all the way through because of the plastic is so tough and durable. Yeah, I knew that. I seen that coming. We got ourselves a little cabbage patch. Maybe we'd throw this crankbait a little bit, and you seen anything we could throw with a little urchin at, we can do that. I think I'm going to toss it up into this tree a couple times here in a minute, the small urchin. Just to see if anything's up in this tree that I can't see. Let it fall into the tree, see if anything bites it. There's our little dinky bluegill tabs or something down there. That's about it. Thought it was a decent fish there. Looked like it might have been a bass, but I don't know why he didn't hook up. There we go. There's a bass. Oh, and he spit it too. Dang it, man. We cannot keep a fish hooked up today. That's crazy. That was a decent fish. It seems like nothing wants to stay hooked. Darn it. That was a decent fish. Oh, something bit it, but bit it and quit it. Bit it and spit it. Now the wind's coming from that way and behind us. I love that. That's awesome. It's gnarly. Totally awesome. Something bit it, but ain't nothing there. Nothing there. Felt another bite, but nothing there. Must be just small bluegill tinkering with it or something. Oh, we got a small bass. Little bass. Ah, oh, you got it kind of deep. He ate that thing. Little guy, thanks for playing, buddy. Thanks for playing. It's been nice to be able to stay hooked up on that bigger one. He was too smart for all that garbage. He's like, no way am I staying hooked up. I'm out. He was. She was. It was. Whatever. There's a nice bass right there. What in the world? The world is a vampire. Catching bass. Seek and destroy you. Got one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's a feisty one. Another little one. Still putting on this ultralight. Hang on. Got that little urchin. That's 1.5 inches. I believe the Amazon link that he was on it said it called a yellow, so which is pretty close to the big one that I got. And everything seems to want to bite that big one. Getting a little burnt on my bottom of my shins right there. Sun's a whipping. Ooh, got a little fluffy there. Cast it into the wind. spool got a little fluffy in the middle there, but it panned out. Barely, but it did. Ooh, wow, it got real fluffy there. Oh my goodness. Careful your wig you're casting into the wind. It don't like that. If you get some loops in your line and it's down inside your spool, pull it all the way out till you get them out, man, or else you're gonna have issues if you don't get them out. Don't wait, unless you got a fish on, but you know, other than that, spool it out. You gotta run your line out by moving away from your bait with the whole boat and everything. That's what you gotta do. Get rid of that loop. You can't have any loops in there because they will come back to bite you in the butt later. Man, why is it getting so fuzzy all of a sudden? This line is like baby hair. It's so fine that it's hard to deal with it. I was casting great, and then all of a sudden I'm not. It's just fluffing up. Gotta be the wind blowing at me coming in the corner. I'm gonna go back to the crankbait here. See if I can catch anything on the cranker baiter. Oh, excuse me. Take a little slug of the mountain of the dew. Come on, fishies, where you at? Some weeds out there. A Hail Mary out towards the deeper hole. Oh, I thought that was a fish hooked into some grass. Is there anything small cruising the shallers over here? Doesn't seem like it. I haven't been to this part of the lake yet around here, so we'll work our way around this section and we'll call it a day. It's getting kind of late already, so what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Oh, now it fixed itself. I love it when it fixes itself. Maybe it didn't fix itself. What the friggy did you do? Things will tie knots all by themselves. And here comes the wind again, blowing my kayak across the lake. Is it windy with you? And it feels like I got some weeds caught in my prop again. I want to throw this over here by these logs because I don't want to blow it up again. Something's biting it, but it ain't getting the hook. Sure, it's probably just small bluegill. Dang it. Blew it up again. I keep cranking up the brakes, but I really don't like dealing with the wind like this. It's a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Tree. Big old tree. Tree, big old tree. We got some grass on. Yep, we do. Folks, we are back. The battery died. There are a school of dinky perch chasing this thing around right now. Oh, I hit the graph. How about that? I'll put that graph there. Kind of a slow day compared to Friday. 2 days, 2 days ago. The bite was on fire, but weather changes. Basically, it's kind of the same weather. It's warm. whatever. A little more windy today than it was the other day, but another jet airliner headed for Traverse City. I try to get that urchin on that jig head. Looks like a good spot to throw that around. That big urchin. Give me a minute and I'm going to get that urchin on. Alright. We have the urchin. Look at that thing in the water. See how slow it sinks? Look at the... I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can watch some little tentacles just kind of shiver as they go down, as it sinks down. I think that looks sickening. Very sickening, and I think I gotta clean them up proper real quick. Thinking. Yep. Ouch. Taste my spinner. Alright, let's give it a try for a few minutes, and I think that's an 1/8 ounce jig head, so it's going to sink pretty slow compared to that 1/4 ounce. So we'll just give it a second or 2 or 4 or 8 to sink. Excuse me. Could also be throwing that crankbait too. If we don't get we'll try it for a few minutes. We don't get any bites on this thing. We just got a bite. Something hit it, but didn't get hooked up, of course. Well, it was a small bass or bluegill or whatever it was. It didn't get the hook, or didn't get, the whole bait. Didn't feel like a really big fish. Oh, there's a bass chasing it. I was just ripping it across the surface pretty fast. We hit it. Oh! It pulled out of his mouth too fast. But he was chasing it. I was ripping it back to the boat to try to make another cast to the end of that log over there. And he was just following, chasing it. I mean, he was chasing it back. Wide open. I was cranking it, and he was right behind it, man. He was chasing. I let it sit there, and he whacked it. And I set the hook too fast. So you might be able to just rip it and let it sit. The way that thing shimmies and shakes. That thing looks pretty cool coming through the water. We'll make 10 more casts and we'll go back to the crankbait. Unless the wind won't let us. It's pushing hard from behind now. It's coming from I love how it switches directions on you. Can never work with you, always against you. I just saw something pretty good size hit the surface over here. Let's see if we can get over to this area where that just occurred. There's a bass down there, not a real big one, but it was chunky. Here comes a bass. Little guy. He's checking out the kayak. Alright, we're getting some nibbles, but nothing serious. Seems like some decent sized fish are biting, but they're just not hooking up. I had the big urchin on. I'm going to try the small one because there was a couple of pretty good bites right here, but all I'm getting right now are dink taps and a hurricane. Nice. Yep. As soon as we find a spot where there's some fish, the wind's going to blow us right on top of them. Son of a. Well, there, the wind come from the east. Now it's coming from the complete opposite direction. And it's pushing now with this umbrella out. Dang it. I just can't hook up today, folks. It's one of those days. Having a bad day. Not a terrible day, but you know, we hooked up with some fish, but we we would hook up and land everything we hooked up or had bites on, or at least half as much, it'd be a pretty good video. But right now it's gonna be pretty damn boring, I think. Pretty damn boring. Dink taps, dink taps. Dink taps. We're due for a big fish. We haven't caught any since we were in the creek mouth on Green Lake early this spring, after we had all that high water, or during all the high water. Well, at least it's not a skunk trip. We did catch a few fish, but few and far between. Except for when I come down that edge over there with the ultralight. We caught a bunch of little dinky bass, but alright, we got lily pad on. Yes, I love me some lily pad action. To the end of this point through here, and we'll call it a day. I'm sure it's after 3 o'clock. I've been out here quite a while. Not a whole lot of luck ski. Most of the action we had was before I turned the camera on, of course. I don't know, Friday we had great action for the first half of the day for sure. Getting to be time for the pontoon cruisers. They're cruising around, not making their rounds. Something's biting on it, but I don't think there's anything that's going to get it in its mouth. Didn't seem like it anyway, because he didn't. heard a log over there. A sail on the back end of a kayak. It definitely does not sink very fast. I like the 1/4 ounce one because it sank a lot faster, but this one's got a bigger hook. It hasn't got us a bite or a hook up yet, though, so. Looks like we're gonna get another fish, people. And I'm not staying out long enough for it to start cooling down. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We've been out here too long as it is. Fish, but we didn't. There's some weeds or something over there. Yep. What the heck? We had a fish. Of course, it didn't hook up. We had another one and no hookup. We're getting pushed onto the shoreline again, or whatever, you know, the pencil reeds that we're fishing. one way all morning, and now I'm gonna rip them the other way on the way back. Just can't be satisfied. One more cast. And then we'll hit the pencil reeds over here and that other point. See if we can get a bite in there. Where I lost the one earlier. Alright folks, if we didn't catch anything before we get back to the ramp, we'll be back on day. And that, I'm assuming it was a pike, the way it cut off that line. Ellie's attacking flies back there, girl, getting bugs back there. We won't stay here long, I just want to see if I can find one or a fish in here. Starting to get the fly. Yeah, they're starting to get kind of bad. Might be gonna howl. It's not supposed to rain, I don't think. It's supposed to start getting hot though. 90s next few days. Every fish were up here might have moved out. Might have got too warm for them in the middle of the day here or something. I don't know. We might still be in here. We got some we had something, and it got us pulled down into a weed or something there. Popped off. A couple thumps, and then it was solid, and then it was snagged. I'd like to catch one more bass, one more fish, or anything really. Been kind of a long day. Not a whole lot of bites. Well, we got quite a few bites, but no hookups. That's been the problem. Can't hook it up. Or when they hook up, they come off. Got a fish biting. I think we was just a small one. I didn't have the bait. You alright, girl? It might have been a big bluegill or something as well. Just give it a couple twitches, let it sink a little bit. Couple twitches, reel up a little bit of slack, let it sink. Throw it right in the middle of that thing. There we go. See if there's something in there. This is definitely a big fish bait. I think it's 4.33 inches. So basically 4 3/8 inches. 3/8 is 375. 0.375. Cast this little pocket over here. We've hooked up on the fish over here before. Not seeing anything there now, but I think we're gonna pack up and run across over here to the other side where we were catching them at this past Friday, and we will continue there if I get some bites. Get some flies back there giving you business again. Oh, sons of bitches. Where I wanted that to go. we're still recording. Huh, I thought I paused that. Well, I guess you can see we haven't got a bite. I thought you guys were paused. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't mean to ignore you. There was one that just jumped way up in there. Up in that area. I think we're a little bit to the right, about 10 feet, but dang it. I didn't know what was going on. I thought there was a fish on there for some reason. It felt like it was pulling line. But I guess not. Well, that bigger hook definitely snags on a lot more stuff. Could probably throw a frog on the orange rod, but we're about done for the day, I think, anyway, folks. A whole lot more bite activity on my bait, so it kind of shut down for the hot part of the afternoon. One more cast. Famous last words. Let it sink right there. See what happens. Come on, fishy. Fishy, fishy, bite my hook. Please don't steal my bait and be a crook. Horns are honking. Well, alrighty, folks. Flies are starting to bite. It's gonna do it for the day for us. We had a little bit of fun, had a little bit of frustration. Typical day of fishing. Get outside, get out, go fishing. Have a good time. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share if you like. I'd rather you just like and subscribe. You don't have to share, but if you do, that'd be great. Maybe we can get some more subscribers. Yeah, but there's dirty old stuff. Nasty weeds. Okay, we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. You have a great day. Thanks for watching.